As a young man, there are thousands, in fact millions of goals that you could chase after. It's actually very hard to choose the goals that you want to chase after, because you could become this, you could become that. Like, there are honestly an infinite amount of goals that you could chase after. So I'm going to make your life easier for you. What is the best goal that you could chase after? The goal that is the biggest ROI. Because obviously if you're chasing after a goal, you want the biggest return on investment. So now, the biggest ROI goal that you could chase after is to become a top 1% man. And obviously, since I said top 1% man, you're probably thinking about finances, because that's what everyone thinks about when I mention top 1%. But it doesn't have to be finances. You can be top 1% in whatever you want to do. Just make sure that the thing you're striving to be top 1% in is a good thing. The reason why I say becoming the top 1% in anything is like the best goal that you could chase after, because that's going to take time. You're not going to be in the top 1% after 2 weeks of effort. To be in the top 1%, you need discipline, you need dedication, perseverance. You need everything. You need to give your life to that goal. I recently decided to strive to be in the top 1% in many aspects, and I can assure you that goal, it'll keep you busy for years upon years upon years. And the nice thing with these things is once you achieve the top 1% status, you get the return on your investment. You get the wonderful life or the wonderful rewards that you've been waiting for. And it's not going to take a long time. Let's say you dedicate your life. And I mean dedicate your life, like you wake up every day, you work towards this goal. You dedicate your life to becoming, let's say, to entering the top 1% in terms of finances, in terms of income earned per year. It's probably going to take you 5-10 years, probably. Yeah, about 5 to 10 years. And then you're done with that goal. Let's say you start when you're 19. By the time you're 29, 30, you're already in the top 1%. And when you're 30, you're young. You're extremely young when you're 30. And the best thing about striving to be a part of the 1% for something is that there are many aspects that you can try and improve. Like, you can be in the 1% for intellect, you can be in the 1% for income earned, you can be in the 1% for humility. Imagine someone telling you that out of like 100 people you meet, you're the most humble person they know. You have the best character out of it. You can strive to be in 1% of kindness, 1% of whatever you want to be in. You can be in the top 1% in terms of your physique. You can go to the gym every day to build an amazing body. You can be in the top 1% of mental health. And imagine how beautiful that would be. You'd be in the top 1% of like mental health worldwide. That means that you probably will be one of the happiest people on earth. And who doesn't want to be the happiest person on earth? Or one of them. There are endless goals that you could chase after. And the best thing about this is like you can combine them. Imagine if you're in top 1% of income, top 1% in intellect, top 1% in mental health, character, and physique. Imagine the person you will be. Like, everyone will gravitate towards you. And you won't be that douchebag that has the money, he has a body, but then he's like, he treats people terribly. You'll be that guy that's kind, but then he gives graciously. Like, when you strive for these goals, when you strive to be in the top 1% of like a good thing, like you can be the top 1% of lazy people. When you strive to be in the top 1% of like an amazing aspect, your life can only get better. You see, people are scared to age. People are scared to go into their 30s, into their 40s. I can't wait to be older. I can't wait to turn 30, because I know that with the work that I'm putting in now, my life is going to be better. Like, I'm guaranteed to be living a better life. If I'm alive. Like, there's no guarantee I'll be alive. But if I am alive when I'm 30, I'm guaranteed to be living a better life. So long as I work hard. And you too. If you work hard now, if you use the compound effect, if you work hard every single day, there's no reason why you can't be living a better life in 10 years. There's no reason why you can't have your dream life in 10 years. There's absolutely no reason. As young men, as young people, we have to work towards something. So why not work towards something that is amazing, something that is worthwhile, something that will bring the biggest return on investment? And another aspect, an underrated aspect about striving to be in the top 1% of these things, is that you develop a student mindset. You will know that you always have something to learn. You know that someone will always have something to teach you, and directed work towards a goal. There's no reason why you're not going to improve. And because you have that student mindset, the growth mindset, you're naturally going to become more humble, because you know that, you know what, every person on this earth has something to teach me, whether it's something not to do or something to do. And you're probably motivated now. You're probably saying, and I want you to visualize this. Imagine if you do all the things that you know you can do. Imagine if you push yourself, if you live over your edge. Imagine if you don't procrastinate. Imagine if you were disciplined as much as you could be. If instead of watching Netflix every Friday, or instead of watching Netflix every night, you read 30 pages of a book. Imagine if you did all the good habits instead of the bad habits. Imagine the person you could become. You could honestly be a new person, 20,000 times better than you are today. Look, the future is bright. The future holds amazing possibilities, but it only holds those possibilities for the people that work. So you have to ensure that you're one of those people that works. Before you embark on that journey, you have to address your limiting beliefs, because there's no way that you can achieve great things if you don't believe you can. Because there are going to be days where it seems like nothing is happening. There are going to be days where it seems like you can't do anything right. Days where you're not making any progress. In fact, weeks, months, maybe even years where you're not making progress. It's during those times where you need to have the belief that you can do anything, as long as you put your mind to it. It's those periods where you need to believe that, you know what, it may be tough right now, but I am going to succeed. You're going to have to believe that tough times, like the good times, will pass. I don't know if I've instilled this in you, but you can honestly do anything. You're coming up with obvious things like, oh, I can't change my race and become Indian, I can't become white. Like, yeah, use common knowledge for this. But you can honestly do, who's saying that you can't become the best cycler in the world? Who's saying that you can't become the best public speaker? No one. Don't let those limiting beliefs control your life. Don't let mediocrity seep into your life. There are people who tell you it's okay to be mediocre. There are people who tell you it's okay not to be good. It's not. Strive to improve yourself every day. You don't have to be having this grand vision of who you want to become. Just strive to improve yourself. And that vision, whether you know it or not, will unfold itself.